Maestro on the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast. So we got a few topics to talk about here. So let's go back to the NBA Finals. Go back to Game 6, the infamous Game 6, where Steph Curry gets ejected. He throws his mouthpiece. It hits a fan. And
no, it doesn't just hit a fan. It hits the child.
Oh, the son of a Cleveland minority owner.
Yeah, right.
Yep. And moments after that, Ayesha Curry, his wife, had something to say about the NBA. And, we've all seen the tweet, at this point, talking about saying the NBA is rigged.
You don't know if it's for ratings or...
Yep.
Whatever.
So
money.
she spazzed a bit on Twitter.
Yeah, she had a little moment.
Yeah, she had a moment. But just a little bit of backstory to that, Maestro. Prior to the start of the game, I guess when their bus pulled up to the arena, they were having issues getting off the bus. Security had some kind of issues going on.
Yeah.
And then another incident happened where I guess her dad was with her, and the security mistook him for somebody that they were looking for. Some days ago.
Yeah.
And so it was a lot of stuff that went on prior to getting to their seat.
Right.
Which, for her, probably was emotional at that point.
Sure.
And so for her to experience that and then have to get your seat and then have to see your husband get fouled out of a game.
Yeah.
Emotions are running. You get to the Twitter and you start, doing your thing and stuff. So, but this kind of brings up an interesting topic here that's been talked about.
And by the way, she deleted her tweet almost immediately.
Immediately, yeah. So we just gonna throw the question out there: should NBA players' spouses be vocal on social media about the game of basketball?
Miko Grimes, Brent Grimes' wife, is another great example of a wife who is vocal, to say the least, about the NFL and how she feels about the NFL, how she felt about the Miami Dolphins when he was there.
Right.
Now he's with Tampa Bay, so if anything goes wrong, you can see, she
actually sent Ayesha a tweet. I saw something where she was like, look, you
don't want this problem.
You don't want this problem.
Yeah, and she was right. She don't want this problem.
Yep. And I like how she kind of subliminally made the distinction that, look, Brent Grimes is Brent Grimes.
Yeah.
He ain't the face of the NFL.
Right.
You got Steph Curry, who is a face of the NBA.
Yeah.
Endorsements and all that good stuff.
Well,
you don't want to lose that.
Yes, spouses should be able to be vocal on social media, on The View, on YouTube, on Vine. They should be able to say whatever they want to say. But here's the thing. There's consequences with your words or with your actions.
Absolutely.
And, Stephen A. brought up a great point on the infamous episode when she tweeted into the show, talking about how she attacked, why he trying to separate black women or whatever.
Right.
And
let's be clear about that. Stephen A. was talking about Savannah, which is LeBron's wife,
right,
and kind of made the comparison of how you don't ever hear anything or even see her
right.
in the arena
right.
as compared to Ayesha Curry.
Right.
Two things, totally different. Ayesha does her own cooking thing. I think she's got a show on a cooking network or something like that.
Got a book out.
And
I don't necessarily know what Savannah does, if she does anything else. I don't know about any of her other ventures. But
we don't.
She should be able to say what she wants. But there are consequences with it, and the consequences could negatively affect your household.
Yep.
Stephen A. brought that great point up. Savannah James, who, is attractive.
Yep.
She's attractive. I mean, everybody thinks she's not my, body-wise, because she didn't seem to fill out.
Right.
People, because I seen a picture of her just recently in some jeans, and I'm like, okay. Whereas people were saying she was slim, it seemed like after she didn't have this recent child, she didn't kind of slimmed out. But, the example was that, everything goes smooth, and there's no per se distractions for LeBron James because his wife, keeps her mouth shut.
Yeah.
And Ayesha Curry doesn't. What I did notice though is that after that fiasco, Ayesha Curry's been a little quiet on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I know because I checked. When Game 7
Right.
7 happened,
Yep.
After it happened, one of the first things I did was go to Ayesha Curry's Twitter to see if she was about to, if she was
Sure.
going to react.
And I would think not just for her, but for anybody, if you see your spouse that just lost a Game 7, the first thing you're going to do is go and console them. I don't think the first thing you're going to do is hit Twitter.
Well, no, it's not the first thing you do, but you got to understand that a tweet don't take nothing but 30 seconds to write.
No, sure.
Especially if you already know how you feel and what you want to say.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
it's nothing, bop, 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 and then go console your spouse.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
I mean,
Some people's preference a little bit differently.
Yeah, so, I mean, whether right or wrong, I knew there was a possibility that real quick she could have do something out there, whether positive or negative, and because of her history tweeting with this thing, and then the whole thing about how women should dress, and
Right.
and a few other things. We know that she's active on Twitter, or she's going to get a headline, so we got to check for that. I checked for it so I could retweet it as quick as possible and have something to say about it. And
did you think on that first take episode where she tweeted at Stephen A, did you get any kind of idea that Stephen A was trying to say that women should shut up, know their place, know your role, keep their mouth shut?
Yes, I did, but I didn't take it with ill intent. I took it as you could be fucking it up for the household. Mm-hmm. You could possibly be fucking it up for a household. It's not the situation. It's not a situation where he's saying, women shouldn't talk. It's more about if you're going to say something, and this is not what he said. I'm just talking about what I feel his intent was.
Right.
If you're going to say something, let it not be something where it got to be a headline the next day.
Yeah. I don't feel like he articulated it as well as he could have.
Maybe as well as he had. Yeah, as well as he
but
had.
I certainly didn't get the impression that he was telling women that they need to shut up.
Well, and I certainly think at this point, Stephen A. Smith has had a strong course in what a woman can and can't do.
Oh, absolutely. You can go back to when he was talking about the whole Ray Rice thing, where he said women needed to stop provoking men, and Michelle Beadle got her panties in a bunch, and he got suspended from work.
Well, by the way, what she should have. I mean, she's a she's a woman. She should feel that way. So, and truth be told, no, I say that. I feel a certain way about it. I'm not saying that women should hit men. I'm not saying that. I do understand that there are women that provoke men.
Yeah,
I
100% agree with you on that, Maestro.
There are women that provoke men, but at the end of the day, you can't hit women. You shouldn't hit women.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't hit women. There are women that do it, and truth be told, a man, should be strong enough to understand that this is something I'm not going to do, and there's nothing that you can say that's going to make me do it.
Yeah, sure. I had this interesting conversation with somebody on Facebook about this, and she posted an article from, I can't remember the website, but I read the article, and obviously they were responding to what Stephen A. said about Ayesha Curry and all that. And they made it seem like what he said was more like a sexist kind of comment. What I'll say to that is that there's women that provoke men into situations that they don't want to be in. I mean, you can go back to the Ray Rice incident when Stephen A. talked about that. I knew exactly what he was trying to say. He's trying to say, look, we as men shouldn't hit women. However, there are situations, and look, I'm from the hood. You and I, we from the hood.
I mean, but
you know what I'm saying?
We don't even gotta bring the hood into it.
We don't, but I
okay.
gotta bring the hood into this.
Okay.
And look, we've seen plenty of instances where women are just, they're talking. They're doing all this.
They're mushing your mouth. Face. They're putting their fingers in your face. They're pushing you like they really want that action.
Yeah. We've seen all that. Maestro, I remember, this is one of my favorite reality TV shows of all time. Making a Band with Puff Daddy and the band. I remember an episode where it was all 6 of them in the room there, and Ness, the rapper Ness from Philly, he had a problem with something that Babs did, or vice versa. I don't remember what happened, but I just remember Babs just going off on Ness, and I remember her getting out her seat, waving her finger, doing this and doing that, and just talking and talking and talking. And Ness got up and was like, yo, you want to step to me like a nigga? I'll knock you out like a nigga.
Right.
Women provoke stuff like this. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does happen.
You can't escape that. And again, getting back to Stephen A., I truly feel like he's just trying to instill some truth in the matter.
Yeah, but what the real situation is, though. What the real situation is, and I see it. I think I see it from both sides. Michelle Beadle doesn't appear to be a woman that is the all. Nigga, I'll fuck you up. I hope she don't say nigga, but
right.
I'll fuck you up. You ain't shit. With the fingers in the face and the putting their fingers in your face, and you know what I'm saying.
Basically, being the Yvette from Baby Boy.
Yeah. And I don't even think Yvette was that bad, but but the point is that she don't strike me as the woman to do that.
Yeah.
And so I think that she doesn't think a woman could truly do something that would provoke a man to that point. So when she disputed, whatever she said to the effect of I didn't know we could provoke a man, or whatever she said.
Right, and maybe she was speaking just from
experience. I'm almost sure I'm fucking her quote up. But
I kind of remember that.
Yeah,
I kind of remember.
I'm almost sure I'm fucking the quote up. But the point is that she spoke out and was like, we don't provoke. At the end of the day, you choose to hit us.
She just didn't have
or a man
experience.
chooses to hit a woman. And but I think what she's missing is that there are women that push that level.
When a man says enough's enough, hey, I'm walking away. There's women that still want to engage in the activity.
Right. And I think with Stephen A., either failed to articulate that or didn't articulate that because of the platform he was on.
Yep.
I mean, First Take deals with quote unquote real issues.
Yep.
But they not about to go to the hood with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just not.
Yeah, sure.
It's just.
But the Barbershop Sports Talk podcast can do that.
At the end of the day, At the end of the day, y'all can't. If a nigga walked up to me with their hand in my face, I'm like, my nigga, you need to stop before I beat the shit out you. That's what a nigga, you know what I'm saying? So for a female to do that, it's the same thing as a nigga doing it, except for we know it's been embedded in our psyche that it's not okay to hit women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that really at the end of the day stops men from hitting women, I feel like. Because it's like, ideally, I mean, some people get it. Some people get it. A woman, they're not supposed to be treated, but neither is a man.
Yeah, sure.
You're not supposed to treat a man. You're not supposed to break a. You're not supposed to break a woman down, but you're not supposed to break a man down either.
No.
And I think women that act like that miss that point out because and two wrongs don't make a right. So if the man, even if the man did do some foul shit to you, that don't give you the right to approach him like you're gonna harm him. Like you're going to harm him.
Right.
You got every right to be upset and to say what you got to say, but you don't have the right to act like you about to harm him because now he got to be in defense mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
And
man.
some women hit hard. Let's not make it seem like this dynamic where women are weaker and all that. I mean, Stereotypically, sure, they might be. But, hey.
Women